Kevin Spacey, already overwhelmed by debt from unpaid legal fees, delivered a shocking revelation in an emotional interview with Piers Morgan. Diddy caused me to lose all my money, Spacey lamented, tearfully recounting how he now owes millions and is in disbelief over the situation.
Where do you live now?
Well, it's funny you asked that question, because this week, where I have been living in Baltimore, is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction.
Really?
So I have to go back to Baltimore and put all my things in storage.
Really?
So the answer to that question is, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to live now, but I've been in Baltimore for since we started shooting House of Cards there.
So how long is that?
I moved there in 2012.
So this has been your home for 12 years?
Well, not this particular place, but this place has been my home and Evan and Lucy's home since 2016.
Why is it being foreclosed?
Because I can't pay the bills that I owe.
Are you facing bankruptcy?
Been a couple of times when I thought I was going to file, but we've managed to sort of dodge it, at least as of today.
How much money do you have?
None.
Really?
Well, I mean, you have some sense of legal bills.
Yeah.
I still owe a lot of legal bills that
You're
I have not been able to pay.
You're actually in debt?
Yes.
Do you mind me asking how much you owe?
It's considerable.
Millions?
Many millions, yes. The house itself is many millions.
What are you going to do?
Get back on the horse. Get back on the horse.
Kevin Spacey has been through a roller coaster of legal drama. It all began in October 2017 when Anthony Rapp accused him of making the move when Rapp was just 14. More allegations surfaced, resulting in a felony charge in December 2018. By July 2019, those charges were dismissed, but another accuser's death halted a trial. Spacey encountered further charges in the UK in 2022, was acquitted of battery in October, and by July 2023, he was exonerated of all charges in the UK. Crazy, right?
Kevin Spacey just got caught in a massive lie on world television concerning Jeffrey Epstein. He's caught, dead to rights. He's lying. We're about to expose it. Yesterday, Kevin Spacey went on Epstein confidant Piers Morgan's show and got caught in a massive lie. And let's be clear, I'm not accusing him of being into little girls because, he likes men, but he's clearly caught in a massive lie. He says up front, I'm on this plane, never knew Epstein, didn't know he was on the plane, didn't know he was there. I was with the Clinton Foundation, which is a huge part of the whole Epstein operation. But he's like, I didn't know about this. I had no understanding of this. But then in the 2-minute clip we're about to play, at the end he says, but I was worried on the plane because these underage girls on the plane with Epstein and the Clintons, and I thought they might basically use that against the Clintons. So in just a few minutes here, he thinks we're so stupid or he's out of his mind that he says, I'm on the plane, never knew him, didn't know he owned it, didn't know who he was. He says, didn't know he owned it, didn't know who he was, didn't know him or his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. And by the end of the clip you're about to see, he says, I was on the plane, really worried about them with these girls and really worried about them trying to set up the Clintons. So he has a lot of explaining to do right now. But regardless, he then goes on to say he doesn't know Epstein, but there he is in the throne room that he talks about in the weird sycophantic pro-royal system these guys are into with Piers Morgan, how they sat in the throne room, and then we have photos and newscasts of them in the weird throne room with him sitting there with Ghislaine Maxwell, the female pimp of Jeffrey Epstein, the whole Mossad, CIA, MI6, honeypot, blackmail, pedophile operation. So, hey, big surprise Kevin Spacey's a creep. Big surprise he's lying to people. But this isn't House of Cards, dude, where you're this big mastermind. We don't see you. We see you. So he's been caught in a massive lie. Hear it is for yourself. I don't know why he's lying, but he's definitely a bad liar. He's no Frank Underwood.
In 2015, I started seeing reports online, things on my Twitter account that I had flown to this guy, Jeffrey Epstein's island, and I had abused young girls. And I was like, I mean, if you'd asked me in 2015, maybe even if you'd asked me in 2002, did I know a guy named Jeffrey Epstein? I probably would have said no. Well, of course, I have since learned who he is. And I have since been able to go back and find out that the airplane that we flew on for this humanitarian mission was owned by Jeffrey Epstein. And to then learn, oh, he was actually on some of those flights. And this Maxwell woman was on some of those flights. I didn't know him. I've never spent any time with him. I was with the Clinton Foundation people. That's who I was with. Now, what I understand is that he didn't start to be investigated until 2005 by authorities in Florida. So here's what I can tell you. This Maxwell woman, she was one of many people that sat down next to me in that throne room. I have no relationship with her. I had no relationship with him. I mean, he's not my friend. I'm not a confidant. I've never spent time with him. And interestingly, I will say this. I was very fortunate that President Clinton introduced me a lot of business leaders in London because he knew I was coming to the Old Vic. And I developed relationships with Robert Earl, Pula Ladobovich, Robert Earl, a lot of wonderful people, Sir Richard Caring, people who supported the work that we did at the Old Vic and gave money to us. Do you know who I never asked for anything? Was Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't want to be around this guy because I felt he put the president at risk on that trip to South Africa because there were these young girls. And we were like, who is this guy? So I will say this.
There were young girls on those flights.
There were young girls on those flights.
A lot of these people that y'all admiring going to hell. That's it. That's the post.
What's even more shocking is that Spacey claims he wasn't the only one. He suggested that other people were also financially ruined by Diddy's ventures. However, due to his already tarnished reputation, Spacey feels that his financial woes have been largely ignored by the media.
The first time they went to a party, he's like, yo, come check out this theater over here. And he like pushed up on him or whatever.
I thought it was a different dude.
No, it was the same dude.
What part's talking about? It was at least 6 of them that we need to review.
Now, there was another dude, same type of, he pushed up on him a couple times. Then he's like, yo, I wrote this really great script.
Like they didn't tell me that he slept with anybody. They just kept showing the kicking it part. Dude said he went to the crib, pressed the bell, ding dong.
Ain't nobody there.
Kev came out in a robe with a
smoking
cigar
jacket
and a glass of wine. There wasn't nobody there. Hung again. Kev was trying to beg y'all. But anyway, so dude, he told him in the moment.
You know,
yo,
the petites like the big dudes.
He said, yo, Kev, I'm straight.
I don't go that way, yeah.
I always knew. Welcome, Mr. Drewski. That's a cold town, Mr. Drewski. Mr. Drewski Combs now. Hey, bro, you gotta get me a picture under this shit. Hey,
Bro, chill, bro, chill.
Yo, you got the Wi-Fi? Nah, I don't got the Wi-Fi. What y'all wanna do? Which one I wanna wear today? Deleon tequila.
Way too comfortable though.